Welcome to PR Learning Lab. My name is Belide Aakash and today we are going to continue learning about the tools available in Adobe Photoshop. Before we get started, I kindly request you to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to get notifications. You have learned about the Adobe Photoshop Workspace, Move tool and the selection tools available in the previous tutorial. If you haven't watched the previous tutorial, you can find the link in the description below. So let's get started. The next tool we'll be learning today is the crop tool. As you know, crop tool helps us in cropping the image. Here you can see we can select the part of the image where we want to crop. If you don't want a square selection or square crop, you can do this or change this by the option available here. So now you can crop the image according to the dimensions you want to crop the image. And furthermore, you can crop the image according to some custom sizes available here that are original ratio, that is another one is square, 4 is to 5 or 18, 8 is to 10, 5 is to 7, and there are many more options available here, which are generally some of the options are for mobile, for web, and many more further things. You can exit the crop tool by clicking once on the screen and then press escape button twice. Now we can move ahead with our next tool, which is known as frame tool. Kindly click on this icon and make use of another file which is created already in my Adobe Photoshop. Here I'll be making a rectangle using the frame tool here. Now I have made a frame. Now let me drag this image from this file by using the move tool. As you can see, now this layer is above the frame, that's why nothing is happening. But when I move this layer into the frame, let us see what happens. As you can see, the image has been cropped, or it is only available in the which we have made. So frame tool has many uses and we'll be using it in our tutorials ahead. In order to change the size of the frame, first click on this frame and then click on Ctrl T. And you can see that it expands in a ratio. In order to have a free expansion, click on Shift and drag it along. And if you want to resize the image, kindly click on the image and click Ctrl T. Now you can resize the image according to your wish using the move tool. Let's get back to our project file 1. Here we'll move ahead with our next tool, which is the Eyedropper tool. Kindly click on this icon. Now you can use Eyedropper tool to select the color in our image. That is, if you want to select this color of the tie, kindly just take this Eyedropper tool and left click on this tie. As you can see, the color has changed in this panel. Now let me select this color of this tie. Here you can see that it has changed this color. You can make use of eyedropper and select the color which is available in the files you have or you have opened in Adobe Photoshop. Furthermore, you can make use of the other options available here, but the main tool which we'll be using ahead is Eyedropper tool. So coming to our next tool, which is known as Spot Healing tool. Kindly click on this icon. Here you can see it has created a brush. So Spot Healing tool is generally used to remove a part of the image which is not necessary or which we don't want in our image. Spot Healing tool uses some algorithms and removes the part of the image which we have selected. So let us remove this R team from our image. So drag this brush and make the selection. As you can see, I have made the selection. Now kindly leave it. So now you can see that the art team has become invisible. That is, it has been removed. So spot healing tool has healed the spot which we have selected. So there are many more tools which are available under spot healing tool, but the main tool which we'll be using is the main spot healing tool. Spot healing tool can be very useful and it has been used by many people to remove unnecessary objects. The next tool we will be learning is the brush tool. Kindly click on this brush tool. As the name suggests, brush tool is nothing but acts like a paintbrush and we can paint on our image. Let us paint on our image. The color has been set using the eyedropper tool which we used earlier from this panel here. We can change the color, that is the foreground color, by double clicking on this square. Here you can change the color according to your wish. Now click OK to select the color. Now I'll be painting here on this image. Furthermore, under brush options you have other tool which is called as pencil tool. Pencil tool is also like brush tool, but unlike brush tool which has smudgy edges, pencil tool has solid colors like this. It doesn't smudge at the edges. Before we go ahead with furthermore tools, I'll get back to the original file which we have been using. Now let me make use of color replacement tool. As the name suggests, it helps in changing the color in the part of the image which is available. Let us change the color of the spectacles here. Let us zoom in a little bit. Now I'll be increasing the size of the brush. As we have already selected this color here, we'll see that we'll be coloring the specs with the color. As you can see, it colors only on the red region. As first we have started coloring on the red part itself. It doesn't spread outside. So here you go. You successfully changed the color of these spectacles available here. So let us go ahead with the next tool available, which is known as clone stamp. Clone stamp is nothing but which is a tool used to clone a part of the image on other part of the image. To clone this tie, first you have to click Alt and then press left click on the mouse. Then you have successfully selected this area, that is the tie. Now if you want to paint the tie on another region, just go ahead and paint it using the mouse. As you can see, it paints as we move the mouse accordingly, and it has been painting only the region which we have selected here. See, it has successfully cloned the tie here on another part of the image. Clone tool can be very useful. Suppose if you want to clone a particular object and make it multiple pattern or something like that. So the next tool we'll be learning is the history brush tool. Kindly click on history brush tool, and as you can see, it has given us a brush option. Let us increase the size of this brush. Now we can make changes in the image by using the history brush tool, that is revert back the changes by just clicking and dragging on the image here. Now here you can see that the part of the image has been recovered. If you want to change the color of the specs back to red, just drag this history tool here and you can see it reverses the changes which had been occurred, that is the blue color has been removed. If you just want to remove or erase a part of the image, you can make use of the erase tool which is available here. You can increase the size of the brush by going ahead and changing the size of the brush here. Now as we can see, erase tool is usually used to erase a part of the image here. As it erases, the background is changed back to white which has been set at the beginning of creation of the file as background color. We will be learning about the other tools in the next tutorial ahead, so stay tuned guys. Thank you for watching this video. I kindly request you to like and share this video and also subscribe to our channel.